Good morning. Today I'm taking a look at the first half of the demo of Aztaka, which is a side-scrolling action RPG from Canadian developers Aztec. Aztaka takes its inspiration from Aztec mythology, which makes a refreshing change from the usual pseudo-medieval or vaguely oriental gubbins that makes up most RPG fare. Now what we've got going on here is the backstory, talking about the ancients, aka the Toltecs, which were the civilization that came before the Aztecs, Mayans, and all that lot. Don't know if we actually need to know all this. It's obviously quite long-winded. Would ask about what happened to show, don't tell, but then we'd get people complaining about unskippable cutscenes. And if the cutscenes weren't unskippable, people would then complain about not knowing what was going on. So I guess developers probably can't win on that respect. Somebody's always going to complain about what you're doing with your game. Anyway, let's finish this. Basically, bad things happen to fall of man, and you're playing the son of the Toltec, who's the sort of sun god type. They call him the Scorched Lord here, but his title in most other sources is the Flayed Lord. Basically, he flayed himself as a sacrifice to renew crops and generally bring life to the world. Aztec gods are pretty hardcore. Blah 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 blah. Looks like when they say it's an RPG, they mean it more in sort of the JRPG sense, where you you just listen to the NPCs, then go do whatever quests they give you. We've got our attributes here, and our hit points up here. Movement is your standard western affair. Little flippy thing when he jumps. Butterflies. One of the things Aztec sacrificed, as well as some more commonly known people, were butterflies. One of the gods demanded a sacrifice of butterflies and hummingbirds. The hearts must be really hard to find in these things. You also got my equipment, my skills. I can't use any of my skills yet, because I don't have any. My quest log. Hair to the phonogram, the mystic record. Attacking you do by right-clicking. There we are. So run, run, run. Flock of hummingbirds. These things were sort of warrior whoops, watch where I'm going. Were warrior spirits, messengers of one of the gods. One of the sort of their big hero type gods was called, his title was Hummingbird of the West. A bit like Dragon of the West, but less tea. More blood sacrifice, less tea. Okay. Coatlicue here. She's sort of the mother goddess of the Aztec pantheon. One of her stories is that she became pregnant with this hummingbird god. Yeah, became pregnant with this hummingbird god, and all her other children, ranging from numbers range from four sons and one daughter to 400 sons and one daughter, got very upset by this, so they chased her up a mountain. She then gave birth to the hummingbird god. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce their names, but we'll get his name in a moment. And he killed them all his brothers with weapons, and then he stabbed his sister with a snake. He killed his sister with a snake through the heart, probably sacrificed her. That's apparently where all the sacrificing thing came from, because when they finished sacrificing them, they cut out the heart, offered it up, and then threw the bodies down the mountain. Anyway, now we're getting onto the vital energy thing, which is when you kill things, they leave this little ball of green light, which you can use to grow things. For instance, this tree branch. And now we can run up here and get that thing. Okay, and what's that? That gave me Energy manipulation. Ziptotech, so return to Ziptotech. What did that give me? I don't really know what. Hummingbird. See, hummingbird's very important. I don't actually know what that gave me. No skill points, no nothing. Okay, let's go. Oh, so you've got your XP. Oh, hang on, I didn't pick it up, that's why nothing appeared. It told me about how to pick things up. Right, instead of your equipment being directly level gated, it's level gated by this Aztec ascendancy skill. Run. Okay, now get this. That goes there. We can run back up this tree branch to see what's going on here. And that's given me a little bit of money. So I'm guessing there's going to be shops later on. We don't seem to take any falling damage, which is good. Be a bit of a daft platformer if we took falling damage. You can just carry this thing of stuff around until you need it. Oh dear, that's not good. As you can see, so the backdrop's all this very lushly hand-drawn thing going on. I admit I first thought it was a French game, because the other French indie game I've played, the demo of Winter Voices, had the same sort of hand-drawn thing going on. Oh, whoops. We can just carry one of these at the moment. It's a bit annoying. I guess maybe we can carry more later. In fact, I know we can carry more later because this isn't actually my first playthrough. You get something later on to be able to let you carry it, so sparkly up that one. Sparkly up that one. Probably a good pick up another one. You don't have to be near them to pick them up, you just have to be on the same screen. Solar Nuggly. Oh, that gives me more hit points. Go up there, see what's happening. Oh, she doesn't look good. Wrath of the Snake. Oh no, a burning branch, whatever shall I do? And I've lost my little blob of energy, that's annoying. Cutscene killed my blob of energy, which means I need to go and find another plant to kill. There we are. Okay, that was a bit annoying. One day I'll find a game that doesn't have any platforming elements for me to be rubbish at, and then you'll all be amazed at my mad skills. But today is not that day. In their time, the Aztecs were the biggest, baddest civilization going in their patch of South America. Their empire covered what's now the southern end of Mexico, and they were doing pretty well for themselves until the conquistadors showed up with superior firepower and new and exciting diseases. The same sort of thing happened with the North American tribes when they met us and the Dutch settlers. I think the only disease we got in this cross-cultural exchange of disease was syphilis. Lovely. Right, we've got injured people, more energy. Just hovering there, so we'll take some. There is actually a side quest in a bit about using it on these guys, but we can't do that just yet. Right, I think we've now got a new skill. Yes, we've got this vital energy absorption skill. We've got one skill point. So what we can do now with these guards is we can put it on the injured guards, and they'll get healed. So we're just going to run back down here. and do that. Got a level. Oh, does he have anything useful to say? Yeah, okay, basically telling us about the shops. I was right, there are going to be shops. Yeah. Okay, that's the skill-giving stones, which I've just used. There we are. Picking up that gold coin. I can't get to it, never mind. Okay, so we've done all of this. We're going to up our agility this time. Okay, yep, got everything's on fire. Okay, mystic figurine. Okay, that needs okay, this now lets me store up green energy, which means I can run back this way and get some, and then bring it back to that guy there to heal him. There should be some around here somewhere. There's some. I don't just sort of carry it around. So now we've got him, we heal him up. I've dealt with the guards, and now I've got a spell. How far? Your characters always seem to dabble in the mystic arts rather than, master them or, study them intensely. It's always dabble. So, Ring of Owl's Wisdom. Let's see what it is. There we are. Put that on. Some skill points to spend. Here we've got 2 skill points. We're going to up Aztec Ascendancy by 1. Up this by 1. Right, so how the skills work in this, the spells, if you hit the hotkey for the spell, and then you have to click these targets. If you're casting a spell on an enemy, the target icons appear around them instead. And that's about it. The rest of the demo... Oh, my hummingbird can get hurt as well. The rest of the demo... Oh no, he's healed now. Or are these my spell point markers? Oh yes, no, this is my spell point markers, magic points, and me, my hit points. Anyway, the rest of the demo continues along this chain. We get a side quests and general quests, and the main quest of hunting down this snake woman. The demo ends just before you get to her. The rest of the environments are more jungle-y things. It's all very pretty. It's all very pretty. It doesn't have any voice acting, which is probably quite good because that's quite voice acting's hard to get right, and one of the things that can really ruin your game if you get it wrong, so I fully understand the decision not to have any. However, the music's good and the graphics are quite lovely. I'm not really a fan of the whole running sideways thing. It's annoying. You sort of see things that you should be able to get to and you can't. It doesn't feel like my guy jumps very positively. He only just seems to clear some of the things he jumps onto. But yeah, we're gonna call it here. Seems like it's a game worth having a look at. I don't know how long the full game is, but it's not very expensive, so you know, probably well worth it.